Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome back to more Rimworld ideology, playing with our wandering nomads in the Truestrength Pact. We are once again journeying up to the north now that winter has ended, and there's plenty of vegetation for my animals to eat. We're going to be passing by one more friendly village on the way toward the friendly AI. And then maybe we want to go ahead and take a pit stop and kill some pirates as well. I'm not too sure yet. Regardless, when we do arrive, I am assuming that we're going to have to defend the ship, just like if you had built your own ship. And that takes, what, 15 days or something like that, with raids arriving every 2 days? It's something along those lines. Not a lot of time to set up and heal in between fights. So what I may do for this video is get up to the friendly AI, set up somewhere safe, try to tie up any loose ends, and then we will go to the friendly AI, and that will be our finale video, I think. Regardless, let's go ahead and trade with our good friends at the Swampness on the Meadow. What an incredibly original name. Hopefully these guys have something good, but what I may want to do is really offload as much wealth as possible, because I'm assuming that the raids that attack the friendly AI are going to be equivalent as far as mechanics to the raids that attack you, which is to say the higher your wealth value, the more they're going to attack. So it may very well be before we go for the finale, we actually just dump a lot of silver and wealth, regardless of whether that actually makes any sense or not. Case in point, since this is probably one of the last times we're going to be visiting any friends, I may want to buy a whole bunch of stuff here, including, let's say, another one of those charge rocket launchers. That could be nice. Plus some other pretty darn good-looking helmets, such as this heavy crypto helmet, which is part of the Vikings expansion here as part of the game. Not sure if it's the absolute best, but the armor value is fan-flippantastic, and apparently it does slow down bleeding, which could be helpful in a pinch. Also, any of these psychic lances we can find are going to be great. So let's see, how much money can I make if I sell off a lot of unnecessary animals? We got 23, no, we've got about 40 calves? Oh boy, all right, yeah, just offload those. Gosh dang, just selling off the calves plus all my muffalo wool, which is, you know, a lot, is enough to make this a very affordable option for me. Jeez, dude. God, ranching is way more powerful than I think it ought to be. All right. Well, good enough for me. That gets me a whole lot of fun stuff. And now we're going to go ahead and back up our way. I have no idea how good these charge rocket launchers really are going to be. It just feels like they're supposed to be extremely good. So it's probably worth a shot, don't you think? Let's go ahead and kill some more pirates. For posterity. Also gives everyone a mood buff, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to need. Oh, this is going to be awkward. Okay, apparently Telsior's brother is located at the Nutty Sinner's base. That could pose to be a small bit of a problem, depending. Yeah, there is a good chance that we are gonna really upset Telsior if we are not careful up here. What's the guy's name? Stanislav or something like that? I don't even see you over here. Well, whoever Stanislav is, we need to try really hard not to kill that person, if at all possible. Okay, I think we got the drop on them. Question, do I have like a psychic shock lance? I do. This just knocks someone down, right? Yeah, let's try to use this on Stanislav, and maybe we can just get him to fall down without actually killing him. And this might be the best way to keep him alive and safe while I finish off all of their peers. That'll work. We got a pretty good snipe drop-off point here, taking out some of the turrets, managed to kill the guy running the mortar pretty early on, which is great, and the base has been destroyed. All right, Stanislav, how badly are you hurt? Really not that bad. You're asthmatic. Okay, that's good. You're a really good melee character. Fun. You're also staggeringly ugly. Telsior, I can see the family resemblance still holds true. Okay, well, let's go ahead and kill off as many of these fools as we can. Stanislav, ultimately, I think I'm just going to save you and then release you so we don't have a penalty with Telsior. Because that would suck. What is this? Did I seriously just find a doomsday rocket launcher? Oh, frick yes. Okay. One of the absolute best single-use items in the game. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm really glad I went to the pirate base. That could be a game changer. God, if that had been used against me, I could have lost almost this entire crew. I didn't even realize I was in so much danger. Run! Be free, Stanislav! Spiky-haired, staggeringly ugly brother of Telsior! Go tell the Nutty Sinners that I'm really not that bad of a guy, except for when I take their doomsday rocket launchers. Holy crap, that's gonna be fun. Kiyoshi over here, by the way, not a terrible character. I mean, very neurotic is actually horrible. It means there's a very good chance of mental breaks, but it also means they work really fast. Quick Sleeper can be good, and those are some solid melee skills. I think we found another prisoner that I would like to convert and then maybe recruit. So out of this arrangement, what we really gained was a bit of extra armor, which I think I can remove the taint from using that mod. And also we got a better heavy machine gun and, of course, the all-important Doomsday rocket launcher. Not the bad haul. Not a bad haul at all. Let's go ahead and just abandon the base now, since some people have already been tended to and they have a terrible mood, which they do really better on the road, honestly. I don't think I can do much better myself. So let's go ahead and grab these guys together, merge, and head up north and see if we can find another pirate base. Making a quick pit stop at our friends of the Swampness on the Meadows, I'm going to buy a couple more things using up my silver. One, we're going to get a plasma sword, because if I can recruit this new guy, I want to have a good melee weapon available. Second, I'm going to buy a psychic harmonizer, because you know somebody who's always in a good mood in this base, for a lot of reasons? Tigera. Tigera is always happy. It might have something to do with the fact that she has 6 husbands, or it may have something to do with Tigera actually having a perk that just makes her always optimistic and happy. Regardless, installing that in her brain, I think will mean that everyone around her is always going to be a little bit happier. Unless she has to be psychic first, but I don't think that's the case. Either way, that should actually just make it easier to control my mood at all times. Oh, good. This other pirate base has another relation, this time to our prisoner, Kiyoshi. So if I want to recruit this person, then we probably shouldn't kill his daughter-in-law, Rachel. Alright, keep an eye out for someone named Rachel. We're gonna have to try to knock her down as well. Looks like a pretty easy enough base, honestly. And this time I don't even see a mortar, which is just great, because I don't ever have to want to worry about those. Cool. What's a good place to attack, do you think? If we attack from... If we attack down here, they'll just have to run straight through. This isn't the best attack avenue I've ever seen. What if we attack from up over here? Or something and try to draw them around a corner. That could work out. And it keeps them far away from their turrets as well, which I really prefer. There's Rachel! Hi, Rachel! We do not want to kill you. Everyone else is forfeit, but you? No, you get to live. All right, Hartman, don't let me down. Run. They're all on their way. There's Rachel. Let's get ready for it. All right, they're coming around the corner. And go ba-boom! Bye, suckers. Let's use the Psychic Shock Lance here on Rachel, kind of like we have before, and there we go. Rachel should be safe. Don't worry, prisoners. We'll take very good care of her. And they're already running away. Easy enough. Let's go ahead and clear these guys all out. And any other wrigglers besides Rachel? Yeah, actually, Fleeby, or Fleb, or whatever you want to be called. You're terrible. You wouldn't even make for a very good slave. Fine, I suppose we'll just have to let you die. Oh, Giggles is also alive. Hello, you're even worse. Wow, okay. Pitiful, absolutely pitiful. Fun fact about Rachel, has an immuno enhancer. I think before we release you, we should maybe try to extract that. I know I brought some medicine with somebody. Who's got the medicine? Is it on my buffalo? Where are my buffalo? There they are. Who's got medicine? Nomak has medicine. Perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and remove that immuno enhancer. Maybe I find a use for that. It's installed in the kidney? That's an interesting thing to do with that. All right, Tigera, can you please prioritize this? Thank you. I don't really care if Rachel dies, per se. I just really would like to avoid it if possible. I mean, it only makes my life slightly easier. Can someone go in here, please? Nothing exciting in there. Okay, just a couple of meals. Cannon, why don't you get up over here as well? Let's find out what's inside. And once again, just a couple of meals. Yeah, these bases can be a little bit boring at times. Anyone else got things to extract? No, just like, you know, kidneys and stuff. I don't really care that much. All right, surgery failed. Well, that's fantastic. Let's try that again, shall we? The right kidney was destroyed. Tigera, you cut out the wrong kidney. Oh my God, that's just pathetic. All right, that's all set. Fantastic, thank you. Now, Miss Prisoner, we shall release you. Actually, even better. Let's just go ahead and leave. She can wake up and find out she's in a horrible, horrible state. I don't really care. That's fine. Bye, Rachel! Man, I wish I could have seen the look on her face when she wakes up and realized that her kidney was destroyed and everyone around her is dead. Anyway, I think I'm actually not going to build up a base in the hills. I don't think we need to. Just because we arrive at the landed ship does not necessarily mean we have to immediately turn it on and start defending it. I think we have time to try to build up some defenses and a base. So that might be the best place to go ahead and start finishing out my business, do some last-minute surgery, and so on, rather than establish a new base, spend several hours building it, and then several hours tearing it down and trying to build up a caravan again. It's just a lot of effort for no real gain. So we're going to go ahead and move over here then. And this might be a slight tweak of the rules of this series, where we're not supposed to stay in one place for more than a video, but I think if there's ever a time to bend that rule, this might very well be it. Because I'm pretty sure we are ready to end the game, or we will be very, very soon. Anything I want to trade over here? Answer, actually, yeah. These guys have some Phoenix armor, which I could definitely make use of. There's also some more Cataphract helmets. Wouldn't mind getting some of that. And also a Bionic Eye, sorry, no, we already have that. A Coagulator, an Elbow Blade, a Tough Skin Gland, and an Architect Eye, all of which are really, really quite good. The only problem with this, of course, is I'm not sure if we have enough silver to pull this off. We could certainly try to sell off some extra stuff, like, I don't know, maybe all my alpaca wool, but I really doubt it's going to be enough. This may clear me out of all my silver. Actually, these guys don't even want my alpaca wool. Fine, I can go ahead and offload a load of packaged survival meals because this is still more than enough, I think, to last me for the rest of the game. And then, yeah, that's going to get me everything I want. Okay. I mean, we were looking for excuses to reduce our silver and our overall colony value, and what's a better way to do that than inefficient trades, where you lose a percentage in the markup? Fine by me. All right, moving on. Well, cool. This is actually some really good finds to get a little bit of extra armaments and make these guys just a smidge stronger. And we have arrived. All right, Charlin Whitestone is the name of the AI, and the reactor is in hibernation mode. So we will have to interact with the computer core, and it'll take 15 days to set up, which is going to draw a lot of attention. Okay, so we're not doing this right now. That's the ship. It actually looks pretty good. It's got a lot of Crypto Sleep caskets on it, which is great. I'm not sure if it's enough. I could do a quick count, but it seems solid. What's a good place to set up a base? Great question. First off, are there any ancient dangers I can take advantage of? It doesn't really look like it. There is some steel on the map, though, which is pretty helpful. Okay. And somehow we're going to have to set up a bunch of defenses around this ship. It's kind of open. And I don't exactly have a lot of stone chunks, so building stone walls and a kill box is going to be tough, but you know what? I'll do the best I can. One problem I see with this immediately is all the animals spawned toward the edge of the map, rather than toward the very center if you settle in a new location, which means when they start to wander, there's a good chance they wander right off the edge and say goodbye, like, immediately. Case in point, these guys right here. Which, if they're holding something I really want, that could be very, very bad. God, putting together a base like this actually just takes forever now, and keeping track of all my stuff is borderline impossible. Constantly searching through, desperately trying to find things. For example, I can't even find my second electric stove. I can't even find things like my butchery table. Could I build my own new ones? Sure, yeah, but like I should have them somewhere. Where the heck are they? There's so much to keep track of all of a sudden. You know something I think shouldn't even be allowed? Fundeck Hermit, my slave, is now pigging out. I don't think slaves should be allowed to just go and demand extra food. We should be able to stop them just like that. Oh, you get food poisoning. You know what? You deserve everything you get. How dare you? Okay, at this point, are we finally set up? I think we might finally actually be set up, and thank God for that, because this is getting really tedious. This took me about an hour. All right, so we got all our storage. We got our production set up, doing even some bit of extra research, because why not? Plenty of rooms, lots of hospital beds, because, well, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to need them soon enough. So now's the point where I need to start working on some defenses, and for that, we're going to wish we had a lot of stone blocks. I have set up 2 stonecutters benches down here. We haven't been using that up to this point, but now is the time to do so. My hope, then, is we can start putting out lots and lots of blocks that I can use to start building up some walls. And I'm probably going to need a couple of kill boxes at least. I mean, 3 or 4 would be better, but who's got the steel to deal with that? So if I'm able to set up, let's say, a big kill box up over here, and then maybe another one down over here or something, that might be enough to draw in some raiders. On the other hand, let's keep in mind with the latest update, it is more likely you're going to run into raiders that are sappers and so on. Better ways of getting around your kill boxes, so we can't really count on that now, can we? Hey, we have a new colony member. Fantastic. We are going to name you after, I believe, one of our newer patrons. This would be Inverse Flip. Hilarious name. So you're definitely going to be a melee character. I think within our society, we are going to make you into our first Smashmonger, which means he's going to refuse to do a lot of stuff. But to be honest, besides constructing, I'm not losing out on too much. I do hate to lose the construct skill, though. You know what? Maybe we will do that later. Before we get into the final fight when there's nothing left to construct, we'll go ahead and make him into a Smashmonger. In the meantime, go equip yourself a Plasma Sword, and let's see what the AI decides is worth getting for armor. He's going straight for, well, another Psychic Shock in Lance or something. Okay, I like having more of those. He's getting some Some shoes, yeah, you will need those shoes, and pants. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, he's got his priorities straight. Come on, choose some armor or something. Look cool. Flak jackets. Really? That's the priority? The AI is always concerned about getting flak jackets? Are they really just that much better? I mean, for real, a flak jacket has, like, 40% defense here, as opposed to, let's say, some excellent trooper armor, which has 84. All right, so what it's coming down to, I think, is the AI is prioritizing movement speed a little bit higher than I want them to. This is fine for now, but when we are ready to go for the final fight, anyone who's not wearing some serious heavy armor is gonna have to get some, and, you know, movement speed be damned. It just does not matter. Well, we're starting the process of building out some walls. I don't think this is gonna be a very effective kill box. Normally what you'd want to do is have a whole bunch of traps and force people to follow a specific path, but I guess I'm not really going for that this time. We're gonna place down plenty of sandbags and some turrets. Hopefully this will end up being enough. If we do offload a lot of wealth and the raid sizes are smaller and more reasonable, it may very well be enough. Other than that, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a few extra sandbags as fallback points throughout the base, just in case we need to relocate. Oh my, some visitors are coming by from Doya. I think they're my ally, technically, but do I need to be concerned that they're going to report that I have a spaceship hidden in my colony? Because if so, I might need to go kill them. I'm pretty sure we can let them live. They're not going to betray me, right? Probably. Getting a whole bunch of people set up for surgery over here. Lex just received an elbow blade, which should be pretty fun. Dragon, I think, is getting the Architect Eye, which should be very good with a minigun. Is going to be getting an eye. JP, I think, is getting a coagulator since he's a melee character likely to get shot a lot. You know, there's a lot of things that we can do to try and make our colonists just a smidge better. Ooh, you know something I've never gotten to do in this entire playthrough is actually make use of the comms console. So I actually can do that right now. Hey, Cannon, come over here. No. Give these guys... Can't. I need a powered orbital trade beacon. Dang it. Hang on. We actually could do some orbital trade. That could be useful. Unfortunately, these guys don't really have much of anything that I would care about, so it's kind of a moot point for now. What I would normally do is place this inside of one of my trade areas to make it a little bit easier to do some trade, but for now, it's all right. The other reason I like having this comms console is we actually might be able to call in some of our allies. We have a handful of factions, including the Shattered Empire, who love me because we've been such incredible traders, and also we've been destroying all of the pirates in the area. So, in a pinch, we might actually be able to get some help in the final battle. Oh no! Tigera just broke up with our slave, Funtech Hermit! The only man that she's broken up with up to this point, of course it would be our slave. You know what? It just ain't working. I'm a mighty warrior, and you're a slave. It can never be, Funtech Hermit. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Come on, Habsburg, wow us all with an impressive speech. Make everyone happy. I'm actually trying to increase mood for a little bit so I just can stop worrying about it. And that actually seems to have done the job there. So we're very close to being done here. Walls completed over here, over here, over here. Now we're just waiting on a little bit more in this area for the final kill box. We'll set up some more turrets, and we'll be set and ready to go. One thing I'm going to try, and I don't know if this still works or not, but sometimes placing a piece of furniture, in this case I accidentally created a masterwork silver table, over here, plus some sort of easily grabbed goods, valuables like gold, silver, or jade, or whatever, sometimes will distract raiders and encourage them to come in here just to grab stuff rather than fight. So my hope is by placing some of these out here, we are encouraging raiders to ignore going through the very thin walls over here and instead try to make a beeline of the kill zone to grab something. It just turns out that's where they're going to die. I also just researched the ability to make biofuel, or chemfuel, sorry, that's what I meant to say, at the biofuel refinery. And the reason I want to do that is so I can start manufacturing some of my own high explosive shells or other incendiary shells, with the goal being to create some IED traps, or at least give my mortars something to do. I don't really put a lot of value in mortars. Generally speaking, their accuracy is so unbearably bad that you have to have a target the size of a starship in order to actually hit the dang thing, and I mean like 50 people. Hoping not to have that. But incendiary shells have their use. I mean, shoot that in the right area, set things on fire, especially if they're trying to set up their own camp. Yeah, that can work pretty well. Oh, great. A whole bunch of people just contracted the dang plague. Well, we'll be able to deal with this, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people infected. My God. Right, well, Tigera, I'm gonna go ahead and say, doctoring higher priority right now. Please stop at the research. We intercepted a message. Some hidden loot nearby. Huh. Could be a trap, you say. How far away is it? I'm curious. I don't know. I mean, we're pretty well armed. It's all the way up over here. Next to some Vikings? Oh, it's definitely a trap. It's also probably not even worth going that far away. I mean, really, what are we going to get? Let me guess. A whole load of Luciferium? That seems to be the way things go nowadays. I think we're going to ignore that. It's probably not worth it. At this point, we are getting very close to our end goal. I just want to finish up this last bit of structure, and then we'll go ahead and call this video. It may end up being a bit short, not sure. And we'll get ready for the finale. Good news is it looks like we are on top of this plague, looking at lots of yellow and green. If you don't know, red means that the disease is outpacing your current immunity, so it gives you an idea what to be aware of. Green means you're basically fine. I think you're actually like at the immunity stage. I could be wrong on that. Let me just double check. No, it just means your immunity is well ahead of the plague and you will be fine. Yellow is more of you're kind of just barely ahead of the disease. So keep an eye on all of these. If any of them turn red and they stay red, it probably means somebody's about to die. But you know what? That's a good reason to go ahead and build something like a biosculpting pods. You can toss them in there and save their lives. Okay, this area is mostly put together at this point, so I think we're almost done. I can safely end this video. I've set up some sandbags at a lot of different key locations just in case they do break through, and we want to have some extra cover as we start punishing them for their hubris. Other than that, though, I mean, we can kind of go ahead and get started, I think. We probably have about a day, maybe two, into the charge time of the ship before the first raid is going to hit. I don't think it's instantaneous. So I have a little time to work with, and that'll be my last chance to shore up any more defenses, maybe go ahead and start double-thicking up some walls to encourage the AI to run through here. One thing I'm not sure is going to affect anything are these fence gates. I have to have these placed so that the animals don't consider this to not be a pen and try to run away. But does this count as a closed door and encourage the AI to try breaking through a wall rather than walking through an open path? No idea, so we might have to just go ahead and demolish those and accept that some animals are going to wander. And I don't really care, because guess what? I can't take them with me. And then finally, before we do start this process, I'm going to pack up a really big caravan, grab a whole load of stuff I don't need, a lot of animals I don't care about, and I'm going to abandon them out in the wilderness, and hopefully that makes my life easier. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys for the finale.